Arvell, why the number change?
I wore his number in high school.
Does it mean something specific back then too, or?
No, I wore number 4 growing up, but I wore 8 in high school, so I grabbed 8.
Twice as good.
Yeah.
8 over 4.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most between last year and where you are now?
I feel like I got a lot of reps last year, so I feel like with reps just come with like there's more reps come with like more confidence and just playing faster. So just to have more reps last year.
Coach Laurinaitis was talking about kind of your maturity, being able to get experience, see the game a bit. How much at times last year do you feel like you were running on natural abilities, and how much now do you kind of feel like you can identify more things and really take another step in your play?
I feel like last year I wasn't just doing it off of natural ability. I feel like I was in a film room and a lot of it was off of just studying and reading my keys, but yeah.
Arvell, how do you feel the chemistry is so far with Sonny? You guys played some together last year, but how do you feel it is right now through spring ball?
I think it's good. We talk a lot, we communicate a lot pre-snap. I think it's good with everybody. Same with Peyton and a lot of those guys.
When you look at what you learned from Cody last year, how much do you take that and try and use it, but how much do you also have to be Arvell Reese?
I try to prepare like him. I learned that from him. He prepared. When he prepared, he intentional. So that's definitely something I try to do like him. But like you said, I'm me. Right. So, but when it comes to preparing and being intentional with studying and how I prepare for practice, yeah, I definitely took after.
Anything from a leadership standpoint?
Nah, Cody, different type of person than me. Yeah.
Are those big shoes to fill?
When you don't know something, I don't know something.
Yes, sir.
Where's that come from?
Just being honest. Like, you can't be one of those guys where they ask you what happened and you try to lie, and then you get in the film room and it's obviously lying. Yeah. So just be honest. Like, no, I didn't know.
Now, how much less frequent is it that you don't know something now, which is a year ago?
I can't remember the last time that happened. So that's a good thing.
Are those big shoes to fill with Cody, though, from a leadership standpoint and stuff? What is he taking out the door with him? You know what I mean, Arvell? That somebody's got to fill in that slot.
Yes, sir. I think it's definitely some big shoes to fill because Cody was a great player, great leader. He was the quarterback of the defense, so it's definitely some big shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah. And like Coach Laurinaitis said, though, you got to be who you are, not who
You
that
can't
guy
just,
was, right?
You can't just try to be him, but
yeah.
definitely got some shoes to fill for sure.
When did you feel like you blossomed last year where they could truly count on you and stuff? I mean, you know what I mean? You remember how it kind of came along?
I think it started in fall camp, just flashing, and then after the first game, just running around sideline to sideline. Yes, sir.
Arvell, what has it been like working with Matt Patricia so far?
It's been great. I like him. I like his personality. I like him off field, and that's important. So.
Yeah, and the linebackers. Is there going to be any differences in responsibilities or use in this system, or is it going to be? Is it so far? Is it kind of the same?
We just learning right now. We just working right now. We just learning still. So.
What do you think about C.J. Hicks and what he can do in this defense?
I think C.J. Hicks. You said what he can do in his defense.
Or just what he can do this season, you think?
What he can do this season? I think C.J. gonna pop off this season for sure. I think it's definitely gonna be one of his years for sure. Got to.
What do you think is the biggest difference between working with Matt Patricia and Jim Ross?
To me, it's no difference. They both coach you, and they both they hard on you, but they want you to be great. So I don't think it's no difference for him.
Peyton was talking about how he's looking at what you guys can do and fitting into the system. Do you think Jim is more so trying to plug and chug you guys into his system?
No, I don't think so.
What stands out the most to you about Sonny, either on a player or something?
I think Sonny is a great leader. First, before anything, Sonny is a great leader. I feel like he like the voice. You could be thinking something, and Sonny just can't word it out for the whole team to understand it. So Sonny definitely a great leader before anything.
And Jim Ross, he's the leader, not just the linebackers, but he's the leader of the defense.
Yes, sir.
How does that show? It's either obviously vocally, it's in performance.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Is there something that's unique about him?
You talking about on the field or with his leadership?
Whatever.
I mean, like I said, he's just a great leader. Like he a vocal guy, and like you said, it shows up on the field too. So, and it's hard to follow after a guy who says something and don't own, and like they not on their stuff. So Sonny one of those guys who he's on his stuff. So when he leads, everybody listens.
There's obviously been a long string of linebacker success at Ohio State.
Say it again.
There's been a long string of linebacker success at Ohio State. Now you look at a guy like Sonny taking that next step this year. How motivated are you to kind of be part of that lineage and be one of the great linebackers to play at Ohio State?
I'm ready for it. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
All good? All right. Thanks, Arvell.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a question.
James talked about you just kind of being able to get used to playing with more weight than you have maybe in the past. Just talk about that, like what that transition's been like, just getting used to that.
Yeah, I think looking at last year, this time, I was pretty undersized, playing like middle linebacker, like 205. So, gaining that weight, spending a lot of time in the weight room with Coach Mick and the strength staff has really helped, obviously. I've gotten a lot stronger and, gotten a lot better with my hands, so it's definitely paid off.
You talk about a savviness of playing the linebacker position that you still have to learn, not just in general. What is that savviness like? What are the things you've had to learn about playing the linebacker? Because he said when you go, but there's some kind of savviness you have to learn.
Yeah, I think it's just, kind of knowing, like, when to tempo and, gap and, when to just, shoot it. I think a lot of us guys in the room have a big nose for the ball, just kind of know when to be under control and, pull your trigger and when to, slow down.
Garrett, can I ask a favor? Can you scoot up a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
You're good?
Sorry.
A little bit more. Keep going.
Just into the mic.
I just want to make sure I can hear you.
Okay.
You're going through the torture. Let's at least make sure that we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What are you excited for this season? You got all of last year under your belt. You know how things kind of go now. Do you feel so much more comfortable now in spring ball?
Yeah. I think, going through a whole year, obviously, going as long as we did, having a year under my belt is, just knowing how everything, runs in the building, knowing how practice runs, the speed of the game. I think that's all really, developed me into, a better player, just knowing how to handle everything. But it's been really good. Thought I've handled it well.
What's it like working with Matt Patricia so far?
It's been good. He's a real good guy, real good coach. I've been really excited to learn from him and kind of pick his brain a little bit. He's done a good job of kind of just taking a little bit at a time as we go because everything's new and we're all learning. So it's been really good. So. Yeah.
How much were you talking to Cade as you got here and kind of going through that first year? Obviously, he's doing his own thing, but just what this is all like.
Yeah, no, I think having him go through the whole process has been is a big thing. Kind of having him in my corner just to talk to or call whenever I need. We still talk a lot and I ask him questions whenever. So when I first got here, he was still here, training and everything, getting ready for the NFL. So it's been I have him whenever, so it's been good.
What's it like watching him now in the NFL? With the Texans, guy that obviously pretty well, doing living out his dream basically.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I've been super happy for him. He's down there in Houston. CJ and everything. I think he really likes it. So I'm excited to see what he does this next coming year. Yeah.
Just how different is year 2 from year 1, just in terms of just being a college student, getting comfortable with that, and all those things. And just how different do you feel? Not physically, just with everything that goes into it.
Yeah, I think you kind of realize that this is your life. You gotta come in here to a place like Ohio State, like playing with the best every single day. You got to put the time in. You got to got to make sacrifices. To what you want to get out of it in the end. Along with school and just living on your own. It's good for you. It teaches you a lot, and as you get, it just makes you better overall.
When you graduate from year 1 to year 2, now you have guys like Riley and TJ under you. You looked up to guys. Cody's gone, so he's going to take that role now. But now you have guys underneath you. What kind of leadership qualities that you feel that you had to obligated to grow for those guys?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of, just show them the way around the building. Just how we do it here at Ohio State, how we operate. They've, I think all 3 young guys coming in have done a great job. They have, great work ethic. I think, for me, in the off season, it was more like a lead by example kind of thing, and sprinkling a little bit of vocal leadership in there as well. But just kind of working with them and kind of showing them how the older guys and how we do things in the room is definitely carried on to them.
Being a part of that championship run last year, I guess, what did you learn from that run that they went on, you guys went on, and I guess, what did you learn about like what it takes to win at college level?
I would just say, staying together. Our biggest thing was each week was just trying to keep that group together each week, and I think last year we had such a strong bond together. With all the guys, I think that was really the motivation. Just staying together and like a band of brothers.
James has talked about in the past. I know you have Sonny and Arvell, kind of lead the 2D, but James has talked in the past about the fact that if you're playing well, if you're making plays consistently in practice, then you're going to find plays. You're going to see them. How refreshing is that approach? You're not on to the guys in front of you. You're making plays, you're playing well, you're doing what you have to do, you don't have a chance to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just starts with coming out to practice every day, with your head down, just making sure you're going hard every single play, know what you're doing, so you can build that trust. But I think just having the guys around you, like Sonny, Arvell, Peyton, who's been in there, playing in the games and everything like that, to lean on and ask them questions and stuff. So you're ready.
Where are you sitting at with that?
I'm like 227. It's still 225 right now, but I think it'll bump up to like 230. So hopefully gain a little more.
To go off that, do you feel a sense of urgency to be part of that 2 deep, to provide depth or maybe more than that this season, kind of going into year 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think all right now I'm kind of focused on is just getting better every single day. I think that's kind of what the spring's for, is individually just continue to perfect your craft every single day, whether that's technique or scheme or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it's definitely something in my head. Obviously came here to play, so I think that's definitely a motivating thing.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Garrett.
Oh, is he really? That's a good spot for that's just the default answer if you have to ask that question. It's not football season. It's probably not stepping forward. How are we doing, Eli?
Good. How are you, sir?
Doing well, doing well. What's this transition been like? Is your head swimming right now, or are you starting to settle in?
Transition. Really, for me, my head hasn't been spinning too much. I've just been kind of focusing in on the football part of it. Just trying to do as much as I can, work as hard as I can. So it's just been kind of just focused. Yeah, not really spinning.
Yeah.
Have you felt the difference from high school to, I mean, I know it's early. But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone's just bigger, faster, stronger. The game's way faster. I mean, that's definitely a thing everybody's got to get used to. That's coming up early. But I mean, yeah, it's been good competing with it.
Are there things that are starting to come along? Like, again, early, but you're starting to feel like, okay, I'm seeing the progress here.
Yeah, you kind of have to get into a routine of yourself, even off the field, not just in practice, of how you prepare for things, how you just in general, just the next step up, the next level is just way different. So that's pretty much how it goes.
Do you feel like you're physically ready to for the toll of playing linebacker at this level, and it's just more kind of a mental thing of it, or is there still some growing you need to do physically as well?
I think both, honestly. I mean, physically and mentally, I can grow a lot more. It's just with time, I'm just going to try to work as hard as I can.
What's the James Laurinaitis experience been like playing with a guy who's played here, for that matter, played at a high level?
Yeah, it's been great being under Coach Laurinaitis. Yeah, obviously I can't really learn from anyone better. He's been through it all, done it at the highest level, been great. I mean, you just got to take in everything he says and really just apply it to your brain.
What level of testimony does a guy like that bring when he's talking to you and you know that he's done it the way he's done it at the level he's done it here?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to really think about it. As James Laurinaitis giving you tips on how to play linebacker, it's just I'm definitely going to be paying attention, locked in. I got to do what this guy tells me to because he knows how to get it done.
I'm not sure how much of a relationship you could have had before with Riley and TJ, but what has that been like over these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been cool. We're all cool. There's not anything weird or anything.
Sure.
But, I mean, we're all competing at the same time. Our iron sharpens iron. That's how the linebacker room is. We're all brothers. We're all close. We're each other's best friends, but we're still competing,
James talked earlier today about the fact that like Sonny had a chance to learn from Cody and Cody had a chance to learn from Tommy. You have a chance to learn from Sonny. Now, what does that experience mean for you this early in your career to kind of get you going on the right path?
Yeah, so I've really just been I talk to Sonny and I do everything about. I just kind of like to watch and see how he does things and how the older guys do things to like kind of replicate that and how they prepare. And that's a part of being the young guy coming up. I just gotta like mentally see how do the guys that have been through it and do good at it. Like I need to be like that. So that's really my mindset.
What does the hope into Ohio State pipeline mean to you?
Yeah, I mean that's just now getting started. I feel
Sure.
like hopefully we can get more and more of those guys. It's cool. I was the first one that committed from Hogan straight to here.
Yeah.
I know Chip a few years ago came here and played some running back, but I mean that would be definitely a cool thing to start going. So yeah.
How much do you lean on maybe some guys that are still there, or lean on some relationships you maybe still have back in Northeast Ohio? And
Yeah.
kind of let them know what things are like, and also maybe try to put on a recruiting picture too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely all my friends are asking how it's going down here. I mean, Ohio kid, a lot of Ohio State fans there, so I like spreading the word a little bit and telling them what's going on. It's pretty exciting. But then, yeah, at the same time, Sam and Rock are like the two that Ohio State's pushing for, so I'm always sliding in things. Obviously, Sam just committed, so that worked out. But the next step's Rock.
You mentioned watching Sonny in practice. Like, what have you picked up from him, and what I guess impresses you about his game?
Yeah, I mean, his just how he mentally like. I know he's been through it for a while, but he runs the whole defense. He's in every spot exactly where he needs to be. He leads. That's just how I want to replicate my game.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
Good. All right, Eli. Thank you.
Thanks, Eli.
Appreciate it.